Let's have an honest conversation. Does it feel like the Oscars have gotten out of hand? This year, it's the nomination of Andrea Riseborough. Last year was the slap. So what's the deal? How exactly does the Academy work? Grab some popcorn and I'll tell you everything. So I love the movies and sometimes I watch the Academy Awards. But what some have described as a classy event to celebrate film's finest could have become a bit lavish and some say out of touch. So in order to understand some of the criticisms the Academy faces, we've got to address how it all works. Let's start with the structure. There are 17 branches of the Academy Pictures of Motion Arts and Sciences. They include everything from acting to directing, writing, etc. Membership to the Academy is by invitation only. 2 current members from the same branch must sponsor your invitation. And then you have to be approved by a board of governors. With this type of exclusivity, it's easy to imagine how there can end up being a lack of diversity since it's the original members' mindset, openness, inclusivity that will decide who the new members get to be. And then once you become a member, you belong to one of the 17 branches. Only members of the Academy can vote on the Oscars, but they don't get to vote for every category. They only vote for categories that are within their branch. So film editors vote in editing categories, actors vote in acting categories, and so on. But one of the biggest problems is that voting members can't possibly see all the movies in a year. So how do they come up with a list of, let's say, Best Picture nominees? That's where the campaigning comes in. When a studio wants a film to win an Academy Award, they amp up their marketing. Have you ever heard the phrasing, "for your consideration"? That's a line that's added to Oscars advertisements and meant to influence the voting members. They're found in publications like Variety, Backstage, and The Hollywood Reporter, and even on giant billboards in LA. Members are also invited to exclusive screenings, Q&As, and other media events. Studios are known to spend between $3 to $5 million for these campaigns. And that's the industry standard, though every so often someone goes off the beaten path for a campaign. For example, in 2006, writer-director David Lynch thought his lead actress Laura Dern in his movie The Inland Empire should have been nominated in the Best Actress category. Rather than take the usual route, he blew up a giant poster of Dern and sat with a live cow on the corner of Hollywood and La Brea. She didn't get the nomination, but Lynch certainly got a lot of attention. This year, controversy has surrounded Best Actress nominee Andrea Riseborough. If you aren't familiar with her name, you're not alone. She's not super known like Viola Davis, Mahershala Ali, Meryl Streep. Nevertheless, Riseborough secured a nomination for her role in a small independent film, To Leslie. The film didn't have the budget for one of those pricey for your consideration campaigns. So how did she earn enough support to grab the attention of voters? So this is where the drama comes in. So it seems that Riseborough's manager and his spouse publicized her through an email campaign. Soon after the emails were sent, the actress received social media support from Jennifer Aniston, Kate Winslet, Gwyneth Paltrow, and many other A-list actors. Big deal? No big deal? Well, the Oscars have 9 pages of regulations concerning the promotion of films. Among them is a rule that expressly prohibits lobbying for votes. On one hand, it seems like the rules were bent. On the other, how's a low-budget film supposed to contend with a heavily financed studio blockbuster? So after an official review by the Academy, they determined that the actress's nominations was a result of grassroots effort, which means they decided that no rules were broken. The Academy's chief executive did say that they did discover social media and outreach campaigning that did cause some concern. So maybe they'll review their social media regulations. But to be objective, award campaigning has been going on since the second Academy Award in 1930. Mary Pickford invited the judges over for tea. And then a few years later, MGM purchased the first Oscars ad in 1937 for the film Wilderness. And there have been some missteps along the way. Take, for example, the 1961 campaign for the movie The Alamo. We of the Alamo cast are praying harder than the real Texans prayed for their lives in the Alamo, for Chill Wills to win the Oscar of the Best Supporting Actor. Goodness! But once we get past the unfortunate advantage that big budget films have over low budget independent ones, there's also this tiny problem. How do you know that a voter has seen all the movies in their category before voting? Because the Hollywood Reporter claims that 6% of Academy Award voters have voted for a film that they've never seen. So then does that make the awards a popularity contest? They're playing me off! So I guess I'll just say this. While it's incredibly special to be recognized by your industry, your colleagues, your peers, one wonders if it would be more meaningful if there wasn't all this stuff about, who had the biggest budget for their campaign or things like that. Some of us actually love the arts. I don't hate the Academy Awards. I want that to be super clear. I am just here to ask questions. If you're into arts, entertainment, memoirs, you might be interested in checking out 2014 Best Actor winner Matthew McConaughey's memoir, Greenlights. Check out the short form guide to Greenlights to learn about the reconnaissance that led up to his Oscar win. Remember, short form makes the world's best guides to non-fiction books, complete with well-crafted short exercises to help you learn faster and remember more. You can get a 5-day free trial and a discounted annual subscription by clicking the link shortform.com/YouTube. Click the link in the description below. Finally, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell so you won't miss another short form video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.